In the crushing darkness of Earth's final frontier, where pressure would obliterate human bones in milliseconds, two ancient lords wage an eternal struggle for dominance. This isn't the shallow pageantry of surface predators. This is warfare in the abyss, where only the most perfectly adapted nightmares survive. Today, we're diving into the ultimate deep-sea showdown, Vampiroteuthis infernalis, the vampire squid from hell, versus Bathynomus giganteus, the giant isopod. These aren't just creatures, they're living fossils that have perfected the dark arts of survival in depths where most life would implode. Let's discover who truly rules the abyss. In the crimson corner, measuring 30 centimeters of pure evolutionary perfection, the vampire squid from hell. Don't let the name fool you. This living fossil has witnessed the rise and fall of dinosaurs, perfecting its supernatural abilities in depths where sunlight has never touched. This creature dominates the oxygen minimum zones, those suffocating layers between 600 and 900 meters, where dissolved oxygen plummets to levels that would kill most marine life. Here, in this underwater desert of death, our vampiric friend doesn't just survive, it thrives. Its hemocyanin-rich blue blood carries oxygen with supernatural efficiency, while oversized gills extract every precious molecule from the oxygen-starved water. The vampire squid has transcended traditional predation entirely. Those retractable filaments aren't weapons, they're harvesting tools for collecting marine snow. That constant rain of organic debris and dead plankton drifting down from above. It's become the ocean's most sophisticated garbage collector, turning death into sustenance with an efficiency that would make vultures jealous. But here's where it gets truly alien. When threatened, it performs the turn inside out maneuver that would make Houdini weep. It inverts its entire body, transforming into a spiky ball of pure nightmare. Each spike is lined with photophores that produce blinding bioluminescent displays, like carrying a personal disco ball of death. This represents 300 million years of perfect adaptation. It's neither squid nor octopus, but something far older and stranger. Every aspect screams efficiency: transparent body to avoid detection, minimal muscle mass to conserve energy, and a reproductive strategy so alien it breeds multiple times throughout its life rather than dying after spawning like other cephalopods. In the armored corner, measuring up to 20 inches of pure crustacean nightmare fuel, the giant isopod. Imagine a pill bug that hit the gym for 400 million years, developed a taste for carrion, and decided to become the ocean's apex scavenger. This armored titan rules the abyssal plains at depths reaching 2,140 meters. Down here, where pressure crushes at devastating levels, this 50-centimeter monster scuttles across the seafloor like a tank patrolling a post-apocalyptic wasteland. The cold is so intense, it would freeze your blood solid. But the isopod's antifreeze proteins keep it moving. The giant isopod brings medieval warfare to the deep. That segmented armor isn't just protection. It's a perfectly engineered killing machine. Powerful mandibles can crack through shells and bones with hydraulic precision. Those compound eyes, each containing thousands of individual lenses, can detect the faintest movement in absolute darkness. And patience? The giant isopod has turned starvation into an art form. These creatures can survive 5 years without food. These armored behemoths have ruled the deep for 160 million years. They're basically underwater cockroaches. But if cockroaches were football-sized and built like tanks, their secret: simplicity perfected. No complex behavior, no energy-wasting activities. Just pure, efficient scavenging supported by a body plan so successful it hasn't needed major updates since the Jurassic. So what happens when these ancient rulers meet? In a direct confrontation, the giant isopod's armor and crushing mandibles seem to give it the advantage. Those jaws could obliterate the vampire squid's gelatinous body in seconds. But here's the twist: they'd never actually fight. These creatures exist in completely different ecological niches, like comparing a stealth bomber to a main battle tank. The vampire squid lives in midwater, floating like a ghost between surface and seafloor. It's the phantom of the depths, using its massive eyes, proportionally the largest of any animal, to detect faint bioluminescence in absolute darkness. When danger approaches, it doesn't flee, it vanishes, becoming one with the void. The giant isopod prowls the bottom, an unstoppable force of patience and brutality. It's the last creature standing when everything else has died, outlasting opponents through horrifying efficiency rather than speed or cunning. Picture this showdown. The isopod, guided by chemical sensors, detects organic matter above. But as it approaches, the vampire squid deploys its ultimate defense, a cloud of sticky bioluminescent mucus that erupts like underwater fireworks. Suddenly, the isopod's compound eyes are blinded by glowing slime, its antennae tangled in luminescent goo. While the isopod struggles to clean itself, the vampire squid performs its signature escape, breaking off glowing arm tips that continue writhing as decoys, then disappearing into the darkness like it was never there. Who wins this battle of evolutionary titans? Neither, and both. The vampire squid rules through subtlety and adaptation. It's the ghost in the machine, the shadow that feeds on shadows. It's conquered the abyss by becoming part of it, so perfectly adapted to its environment that it barely exists at all. This is survival as art form, minimal existence elevated to perfection. The giant isopod rules through persistence and patience. It's the warrior monk of the depths, achieving dominance through patient brutality and armored determination. It doesn't need to be fastest or smartest. It just needs to outlast everything else, which it does with terrifying efficiency. The truth is, the abyss doesn't crown a single ruler. It demands multiple forms of perfection. These creatures represent complementary aspects of the same terrible perfection, each mastering different elements of deep-sea survival. These aren't just animals. They're living proof that the deepest parts of our planet harbor forms of life so alien, so perfectly adapted, they might as well be from another world. And yet, they're right here beneath us, ruling kingdoms we've barely begun to explore. What other ancient rulers lurk in the unexplored depths? What evolutionary masterpieces are waiting in the darkness? The abyss keeps its secrets well, but every dive reveals new horrors and wonders that challenge everything we thought we knew about life on Earth.